way to Cape Town, South Africa. And today is day 4. Yeah, today is day 4. And we have already exited Tanzania. You have already exited Tanzania, and we are legally and officially in Zambia, Republic of Zambia. Now, a few things to note here and there about the country, the Republic of Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of Tanzania. One of the points is that when it comes to law, that is law and order, is strictly enforced. It is very much enforced in that country. When it comes to the environment I can say it's quite clean. People don't go littering. People don't go littering everywhere. Something else worth noting, the positive. I'll start with what I liked. What I liked about Tanzania, that I would wish other parts of I would wish my mother country, Kenya, because that is where I come from. We can copy from. We can copy from TZ. I've talked about the environment. The roads there are clean. They don't have litter along the roadside. Even on the centers. Remember, we passed towns like Arusha, Dodoma, which is the capital city of Tanzania. We also passed some other places like Mbeya. Those are all some major towns that we passed. That is in our TZ, where we are in TZ, that is. And one thing I can say is that the cities were clean. There were no garbages, those heaps of garbages we find in Kenya. They were not there. I could not spot any. About the law, I don't know that to say I liked that or not, but people there follow law to the letter. They follow law to the letter, especially when it comes to traffic rules. Traffic rules are very much enforced in the country of Tanzania. If they say you maintain a speed of 50 kilometers per hour, please make sure you maintain that speed of 50 kilometers per hour. There is always someone who is watching you. Always someone who is watching you with a speed camera. So, and don't be cheated that you are in a remote area. You're because most part of TZ area, so it's covered by forest. Don't be cheated because you're in a forest area and they have a signage that says 50 kilometers per hour, and then you are there. You're like, no, me as a Kenyan, I can speed here. I can speed here. There is no way a police can be inside a forest. No. There is always a police there with a speed camera, and they are going to catch up with you in the next checkpoint. Another thing, there are so many traffic police on the road, so many of them. Like after every 10 kilometers, you are going to find police. You're going to find police. There are so many of them on the road. And on the part of, okay, you're talking about the part that I like. Then I'll come to the part that I didn't like. Then something else about the people. I would say I'm neutral about the people. I wouldn't say they are that much friendly to us. That is to us Kenyans. I don't want to say they were not friendly, and I don't want to say they are very friendly. So I would say I would give them a neutral mark. Because you'd go and you'd see people are okay. These are things you observe. Okay. Now something else about food. Now let's go to something else that I liked is the prices, the affordability of everything. In Tanzania, I would say life is very cheap. Life is very cheap there. When it comes to food is way cheap. A plate, a whole Kenyeji chicken goes for 20,000 Tanzanian shillings, which is equivalent to 1,000 Kenya shillings. In Kenya, a whole Kenyeji chicken will go around 1,800 Kenya shillings. You see, it's like a price of chicken in Kenya is twice the price even when it comes to accommodation, remember in Kenya, for you to get a standard room, you're going to pay somewhere around 2,500. That is for a studio. Studio is like a bed sitter. You'll pay around 2,500 Kenya shillings. But in Tanzania, the same studio will go for around 30,000 Tanzanian shillings, and 30,000 Tanzanian shillings, that is 1,500. Even others going even going as low as 1,200. So though it's upon you to decide which one you want. There are even those luxurious that are going for like 5,000, 10,000 Kenya shillings. So I would say in terms of living standards, in terms of cost of living, not living standard, in terms of cost of living, I would say in Tanzania the cost of living is very, very, very low. It's a fraction of what we pay in Kenya. In terms of fuel, this is something, there's a positive side of it. Fuel in Tanzania is cheap. It's 30 bob cheaper than Kenya. A liter of petrol goes at 3,000 Tanzanian shillings. 3,000 Tanzanian shillings, which is like 30 bob cheaper than the Kenyan shillings. So that is a plus side on the Tanzanian side. Now, of course, there are so many things I cannot be able to highlight them all in this video. I'll do a separate video on that. But that is after I'm done with the whole trip. I will analyze all the countries that I've passed, what I liked and what I didn't like. This is just a highlight. Now, a highlight of what I didn't like about Tanzania, and this one you're going to forgive me. These are my own views. And my own views are different from the views of others, from the views of other travelers. First thing is the strictness of traffic rules. I know traffic rules are set to protect both the driver and the driver and the pedestrians. That is the people who are using the road. I know the traffic rules are meant to protect the motorists and the pedestrians, but some of them I would say they were very much unrealistic. Like I had said, most part of TZ that we closed, it's mainly covered by forest, and you only find maybe 2 or 3 homestead in an area. Then all the other land is just wilderness or just a very big forest. And still, in such a scenario, if there is one single homestead in that area, they are going to put a speed limit in that area, and they are going to put it for like a distance of like 3 or 4 kilometers in between that home. So this one makes the journey tiresome, because you have to maintain that speed of 50 kilometers per hour. That makes the journey very tiresome. Okay. Then another thing I would say, their main source of meat is chicken. Their main source of meat is chicken. I didn't come across nyama choma like buzi, that is goat, barbecue, or beef. Their main source of meat is chicken. And if you are from Kenya and you are a lover of goat meat, you are really going to, that's a downside on your side. But if you love chicken, I would say it to be a plus on your side. Something else, this is something I forgot, something I liked, is about the traffic fines. If you are caught breaking the rules on the road, the fines are instant. You pay your fine instantly, and you pay the fine on the spot, and you proceed with the journey. This is different from Kenya, because in Kenya, fines are not instant. You find that if you are found on the wrong side, maybe you may be given a charge sheet, and you are required to attend a court maybe the following day, whereby you are going to be charged or you are going to be fined by the court. In Tanzania, you are fined by the police. The traffic police has the authority to fine you. They have already set the fine. They have like standardized the fine. The fine for speeding is 30,000 Tanzanian shillings. So whether you are speeding at 5, you are above by 5 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers per hour, you are fined 30,000. But I also heard that if you exceed a certain limit, then they are required to take you to court for further fines, that is. So that is basically it. Then there's the border, Tuduma border. That one I didn't like that border at all, and there is no traveler who has ever liked that border. That border is very, very, very chaotic. We arrived at that border at 11 a.m. That is from Beira. We left Beira to Tunduma border, so we arrived there at 11 a.m. and I want to tell you that we spent the whole day there. We left there at 8:30 p.m. in the evening. We spent over 7 hours there trying to do clearing. Systems were not working. There was no internet. There was no electricity. Systems were not working. Any payment you tried to make, it was not going through. Even when you go to their offices, their revenue offices, they'll just tell you systems are not working. There is no internet. There is nothing. Nothing was working there. So I know my views are not going to be heard by the authority, by the people concerned. But if they are to listen to my views, I would request, if things are not working online, if they can just go back to using the manual ways. If you're supposed to pay the carbon tax, or if you're supposed to pay all those taxes, and this one covers Tuduma covers Tanzania and Zambia. So if you're supposed to pay for those charges, if the system is not working, they should allow you to make payment through the physical cash, because they have a bank there called Access. I think Access Bank. They can just allow you to go to that bank, deposit that money, then come with a receipt, or you pay through banker's check, you come with a receipt. Then they process your documents, they clear you, and you proceed with the journey. But anyway, those are just my honest views. Those were just my honest views. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Remember, this is day 3. Yeah, it was day 3 when we did the Beira to Tunduma. Thanks a lot. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing. My YouTube channel is Paul Havenfield. My Facebook, make sure you follow me, Honorable Paul Waihenya, the one with over 270,000 followers. Then on TikTok, Instagram, and X, follow me at Waihenya. Thank you for watching.
Kushua ama una guess for better for worse, hivyo ndo unasema. Will you choose me over and over again?
Ai mambo, mimi nishakuelewa. Tulia kwangu, I'm gonna take it from here. Nitakosa ndo upate my baby, tajinyima unenepe my baby. Ukinikosea mimi ndo tasema pole my baby. So now will you marry me baby? Leo nimepatikana, nimepatikana, nimetoka soko leo nimepatikana, nimepatikana. We mwanamke wewe, nimekupenda wewe. We mwanamke wewe, nimekuzimia wewe.
We mwanaume wewe, nimekupenda wewe. We mwanaume wewe, nimekuzimia wewe.
Nitajitolea kukuheshimu.
Sitojibizana na wewe mpenzi wangu, nitajitolea kukuheshimu.
Sitobishana na wewe mpenzi wangu, nitajitolea kukuheshimu. Leo nimepatikana, nimepatikana. Nimetoka soko leo nimepatikana, nimepatikana. We mwanamke wewe, nimekupenda wewe. We mwanamke wewe, nimekuzimia wewe.
We mwanaume wewe, nimekupenda wewe. We mwanaume wewe, nimekuzimia wewe.
Pepo ya kuachana tunaikemea,
ishindwe hiyo pepo, achana tunaikemea.
pepo ya kuachana tunaikemea,
Pepo ya kuachana tunaikemea.
pepo ya kuchiti tunaikemea,
ishindwe. Pepo ya kuchiti tunaikemea.
hiyo pepo ya kuchiti tunaikemea.
Pepo ya kuchiti tunaikemea.
Nitakosa ndo upate mabebi, najinyima unenepe mabebi. Ukinikosea mimi ndo nitasema pole my baby. So now will you marry me baby? Leo nimepatikana, nimepatikana. Nimetoka soko leo nimepatikana, no 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 no. Nimepatikana, tunafanya vile Mungu anataka. Hivi ndivyo Mungu anataka. Nikuvishe pete na wewe univishe pete, tuhalalishe ndoa yetu mbele ya watu.
So here the immigration officers were discussing about the camera. They did not like the camera. Yeah, they're using their local language, so maybe someone can translate. A total of 1,500 Kenya shillings just to use the roads that are in bad condition, because as I told you, some sections are good, some other sections are bad. Like from Nakonde to before, some kilometers before Mpika, like 100 kilometers from Nakonde border, the road is quite smooth. I showed you in the previous video, episode 3. If you haven't watched, go to my previous video, episode 3. Though it was at night, I could not be able to do proper video for you. But I'll try while returning. I'll try and take a video of that section and show you how that section is so good. That section is it's up to standard, up to international standards, like 100 or 150 kilometers from the border. Then from there, that is when we start this road that we are on right now, which is a mixture of it's a blend between bad and good and fair road. I would say that the road is here. I don't know whether they allow heavy trucks on the way. That is what I heard from one of the officials. The transit trucks, they are the one that are destroying these roads. But my question is, I have seen several way bridges. Why do they allow certain amount of axle load limit? They should have a limit that aligns with the quality of their roads. So if they know their roads can handle an axle of 10 tons, or maybe an axle of maybe 7 tons per axle, they should make sure also that is a limit for the trucks, especially the trucks on transit. Remember, Zambia is a landlocked country, and it relies its imports from Namibia, Botswana, and majorly on Tanzania. On Tanzania, majorly we find most fuel tankers from Tanzania side. So I think they use the Tanzania port of entry for the fuel products. And for the Namibian border, majorly is for exporting copper. Major is for exporting copper. In the next videos coming, you will see copper trucks. So far up to this point, there are no copper trucks, but there are so many copper trucks in Namibia. So there's a toll plaza coming up in like 10 kilometers from where we are right now. There's a toll plaza. When you see a toll, that T sign, it does not mean a trailer ahead. It means a toll plaza where you're supposed to pay money to use the road. This is not common for us Kenyans. Remember, our roads are toll-free, except the private one, which is a public-private partnership road, Nairobi Expressway. And Kenya is having plans to build more of this. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. So the journey is so far so good. Can't complain. So far the police, we have handled the police well. We have they have allowed us to pass without issues. Our documents have all cleared. So far we can't complain. Everything cleared as expected. Yeah. Can see the environment here. There are so many. Actually, the biggest part of Zambia, by the way, Zambia is very big. It's bigger than Kenya. Actually, Zambia is bigger than Kenya. Way bigger than Kenya. But the biggest portion of Zambia is forest coverage. Forest coverage in Zambia, I think, is very high. The population density, wouldn't say it's much, maybe in town areas, but so far the distance we have covered, the population density, I would say it's not densely populated. It's majorly forests. Yeah, majorly forest. Like you can even travel for like over 150 kilometers without coming across a single town or a single shopping center or a single homestead. Just forest. So that is how big Zambia is. As compared to Kenya, after every 10 to 20 kilometers, there is an actual shopping center or an actual town. So let's enjoy the drive. You can see some potholes. When you see these potholes, you start grieving instead of enjoying the drive. But regardless, you have to get to South Africa, specifically Cape Town, the farthest town in Africa. Lusaka highway. That is the highway we are right now. Remember, this is day 4, and currently from starting point we are at kilometer 182 kilometers. Temperature 27 degrees. The environment is quite good. You can see you have trees on both sides. I
now can see the vegetation cover is impressive. The vegetation cover is impressive. Remember when we entered Zambia, the road was very good. The road was very smooth. It was an international standards road for some kilometers, for like 150 kilometers. 150 kilometers from the Tanzanian border. The road there was very wide, very beautiful, well marked, and the speed limits were 120 kilometers. That was the first time I have seen a speed limit of 120 kilometers. Considering that we just left Tanzania, where the speed was 50 and the highest in most cases 80 kilometers per hour. So that was an improvement. But down the road, the road now deteriorates. The condition of the road deteriorates, and now, as you can see, the road is not in good shape. Some parts are in good shape, though it's not marked. Other parts, the road shoulders are all gone. Other parts, two cars cannot pass each other on the highway. You have to give chance to one car and allow one car to use the highway, and you are supposed to get off the highway, allow the other car to pass, then you get back to the highway, because the remaining part of the road is narrow. But the section we are recording, the road is quite good. When I come a spot that is that narrow, I'll show you. I'll put a video to show you how the narrow those spots are. But currently, so far, so good. About the Zambian police, I would say Zambian police are doing a very commendable job. So far, they're doing a very commendable job. And we have passed several road checks. There are those the migration checkpoints. We have the police checks, and they do what they are supposed to do. They do the work they are supposed to do. They will ask you for documents to make sure if you have the correct documents, if your documents are in order. If it's the immigration checkpoint, they will ask for your passport to see the number of people. They will ask to see the number of people inside the car. Ask for their passport, check whether they are stamped, whether you are here in Zambia legally. You can see how I'm evading hitting other lorries. Don't mind, the road is quite narrow. So as I was saying, the police here in Zambia, so far mgema akisifiwa tembo ufanya nini, unaweza malizia hiyo. So sitaki kuwasifu sana, and I'm not yet half of the country, but for the kilometers that I have traveled, for the kilometers that I have driven so far, I can comfortably say, don't worry, I'm evading those tracks. The road is very narrow. So okay, for the far that we have driven, I can say police are good. So far we have not been fined. I'm not praying we get fined. We have not been fined, unlike it was in Tanzania. We have not been caught on the wrong side of the road. And again, the speed limit on this bad road is I think still 120. On the shopping areas, the shopping centers where there are people, that is in urban areas where there are people, the speed limit is 60. It's not even 50, guys. It's not even 50. It is 60 kilometers. If it's on the rural side, the speed limit is like, you can check. Let me show you the one here at the front. You can see here the speed limit is 80 kilometers. Okay, that's enough. Now the speed, then there is a small section here, the 60 kilometers, you can see, and this is in a residential area. If it was in Tanzania, the speed limit here would be 50 with some small rubber strip bumps and several traffic police holding speed guns facing at you, waiting for you to do 51 kilometers per hour. Like in my drive in Tanzania, there was a section that we were caught, and we were doing, when I asked for the speed camera results, I was shown my image of my car speeding, and I was doing 50 there was what do you call it? Where there was what is it? Where there was the signage. So they expect you immediately you see a sign. That is what they told us. That is what one policeman told us. When you see that sign of 50 kilometers per hour, reduce your speed. You press the brake pedal hard. Reduce the speed to 20. Don't even do. He was telling us, don't even do 50 kilometers per hour. Reduce it to 30. Reduce it to 30. Ati na umwanze kupiga story. I was left wondering. So you see 50, you're supposed to make sure you are below 50. Anyway, here in Zambia, seems there is some freedom on that. So that is quite good. Coming from a Kenyan where we have those rules, but they are not followed. Okay, so let's enjoy this trip together, guys. Thanks a lot. Let's enjoy this trip together. You see, these are the roads I'm telling you. This is a main national highway, not national, a main international highway. You can see the section that has the remaining tarmac. I cannot be able to pass an oncoming lorry because the road there is the remaining part of the tarmac is very narrow, so I have to escape on the dilapidated so the journey continues. Right now we are at Capri. We have just passed Capri Moshi and Lusaka is not far apart. It's not far apart. We are now at kilometer 468, and remember we are supposed to do kilometer 660, so we still have like 200 kilometers remaining, and the time is actually the time is 6 p.m. so by around 8:30, around 9 there, we shall get to Lusaka. Lusaka is the capital city of Zambia. So guys, we joined another highway. We are not on the same highway that we were in. Right now we are in another highway, and so far so good, apart from the road being bad here and there. But as you can see on the left hand side, they are doing a new road, so that's a plus. It's a plus for this country. And once we get to Lusaka, we'll get to Lusaka very late. It will be dark. So in the next video that I shall do a town tour. I shall show you some parts of the town. That is in the next video that I shall do. But for this one, since we shall get to Lusaka late, it may not be possible to show you the town tour. Again, something worth noting is that this journey, just a reminder, we are doing from Kenya all the way to South Africa, Kenya to South Africa by road. This is day 4. We started from Nairobi all the way to Dodoma in Tanzania, then from Dodoma, Tanzania to Mbeya, then from Mbeya to from Mbeya, where did you go from Mbeya? Yes, from Mbeya we got to Zambia. Yes, now from Zambia we are getting to Lusaka. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and let's enjoy this road trip together.
So now we decided to deviate from the Great North Road, and we entered to this mall. Here we were looking for refreshments. It was also actually this was the first big town that we came across. You can see the signs of South African giants franchises like ShopRite. You can see ShopRite ahead. There is also Hungry Lion. Hungry Lion actually is I think it's the main food eatery here in Zambia. So this was our first town. So guys, consider subscribing and make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching this video. Mbarikiwe.